According to the World Health Organization or WHO, there are more than 285 million visually impaired people in the world, 90% of whom live in developing countries. A World Intellectual Property Organization or WIPO survey found that countries have limitations and clauses in their copyright laws for braille, large print, or even digitalized audio versions of copyrighted texts. According to the World Blind Union or WBU, out of the million books published each year in the world, less than 5% are made available in accessible formats. This seemed like a big problem to me, so I set off to solve it. Hello, I'm a young innovator and entrepreneur named Prajwal and Hedge, here with a solution to help my fellow visually impaired friends. For one of my school assignments, I visited an NGO called Premanjali Foundation, which was for blind children. Connecting with volunteers and students to understand their challenges, I became aware of the significant educational gap these blind children face. I realized the dependency and limited resources they have to educate themselves. As an entrepreneur, this discussion with them lit the zeal and passion in me to solve most of their problems. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji emphasized to bring in innovation and technology-based innovations for the specially able children and individuals to make their life easier. So I thought of solving these problems through NetraAI. NetraAI is a pair of relatively affordable, lightweight wearable glasses that helps blind or partially sighted to move around independently with less dependency. NetraAI's vision is to make the world more inclusive and accessible. As a Microsoft certified Azure AI engineer and a Microsoft certified data scientist, I created NetraAI, which offers an intuitive design excelling in all kinds of text recognition, even handwriting in over 80 plus languages with the following distinctive features enabled. NetraAI holds the power to convert text to lifelike speech for more natural interface. It reads any short text that's in front of you and turns any kind of long form text into speech with emotions powered by sentiment analysis. NetraAI goes through each sentence of what you're looking at, analyzes the sentiments behind that sentence, and modulates its voice accordingly to give the feel of that particular sentiment whenever it's being spoken out. Be it handwritten notes, newspapers, magazines, it reads complex documents and letters, or even your own post, and instantly reads text from any surface in any language. This is backed by smart guidance and layout detection features to help you dive into that book and listen back at your leisure. You can ask NetraAI to identify the currency note you're holding, describe the scenery or the outfit you're planning to wear on that dinner. It detects and recognizes faces for the blind and tells them who they're looking at. You can even translate text to and from 80 plus languages and let NetraAI read it out to you in your ear without disturbing anyone around. To know more about NetraAI, please kindly refer the synopsis document. Read this text out for me, please.
Analyzing your text. Please wait. Yonex people born after the Green Revolution of the late 1960s were the first generation to recognize from day one that the dream of job security was a myth. Their free agent attitude was outlandish to loyal, hardworking quiets and idealists who considered them arrogant, disloyal slackers unwilling to pay their dues. I call them pushers. During the past decade, however, pushers brought about the IT revolution and indeed proved themselves to be valuable, creative contributors whose drive to get things done smarter, faster, safer, and better has prompted workplace changes that every generation can embrace.
Now let me show you another amazing feature of NetraAI. Now the book that I showed it was written in English. What if I want to read the same book in Hindi with the content of the book written in English? I can do this using NetraAI and to be specific using the translation services provided to you by NetraAI. Now I'll be turning on the speech recognition by pressing this particular button and I'll be asking it to speak out whatever is written in this book or the page in Hindi. Read this book out to me in Hindi.
Analyzing your text. Please wait.
इसे हरित क्रांति के बाद पैदा हुए लोग 1960 के दशक में पहली पीढ़ी थी जिसे दिन से पहचाना गया था। एक की नौकरी की सुरक्षा का सपना एक मिथक था। उनके मुक्त एजेंट रवैया वफादार, मेहनती के लिए विचित्र था, शांत और आदर्शवादी। जो उन्हें अहंकारी, विश्वासघाती मानते थे। स्लैकर्स अपने बकाये का भुगतान करने के लिए तैयार नहीं हैं। मैं उन्हें पुशर्स कहता हूं। हालांकि पिछले एक दशक के दौरान पुशर्स ने आईटी क्रांति और वास्तव में खुद को साबित किया मूल्यवान, रचनात्मक योगदानकर्ता जिनकी ड्राइव चीजों को प्राप्त करने के लिए होशियार, तेज, सुरक्षित और बेहतर किया है, प्रेरित किया है कार्यस्थल परिवर्तन जो हर पीढ़ी गले लगा सकती है।
Now another feature that comes along with NetraAI is the describe surroundings feature. Now what this does is it describes the surroundings of the blind person, something that the blind person cannot see, but something that the blind person can experience and can be described by NetraAI. Let's see how this works. Describe the surroundings for me, please.
Analyzing your surroundings. Please wait. You are looking at a man sitting in a chair in front of a projector screen.
Alright, so it was actually able to detect that surrounding, detect the environment and accurately tell me what the camera is looking at or what the blind person in real case scenario would be looking at. Now let's use NetraAI to detect different Indian rupee currency notes and let's see if it can detect them. This is a feature that can significantly help the blind people. Now I'm going to be showing it this 500 rupee note upright. As you can see, it's a clean note without any folds and let's see if it detects it. Which currency note is this?
You are looking at 500 rupees note.
Now let's up the game and I'm going to be using this 100 rupees note. As you can see, it is folded and I'm going to be showing it inverted to the camera, that is upside down. Which currency note am I holding?
You are looking at 100 rupees note.
Alright, it was able to detect that too. Now let's significantly increase the competition and the complexity by showing it this really old, almost worn out 20 rupees note. As you can see, this is almost worn out and the prints on this note are not visible as well. Let's see if it can detect this. Hey, which currency note am I holding?
You are looking at 20 rupees note.
Alright, so that was beautiful. It was able to detect all the three notes. And if you can see the probability, it has a 99% probability or confidence score. And that is because of the extensive data sets that have been used to train this custom vision model for classification of these particular currency notes. Now this is the circuit for the NetraAI project or the version 1, the MVP of NetraAI. Here I've used a Raspberry Pi, an Arduino to connect the joystick, a switch or a button, as you can see, to activate the speech recognition services, and I've used a Pi camera and attached to the Raspberry Pi itself. Now this circuit may look extensive, but just the version 2 has the capability to reduce its size to only this single module. All of these peripherals that you're seeing are attached for developmental purposes. But in upcoming versions, all that would be required is this small palm-sized module that is like an iPod that can fit in anyone's pocket and can be easily carried around and is also lightweight. The camera that you're seeing would be attached on the glasses that a blind person would wear and would go with the blind person wherever they take it. Now these are just some of the features that I've shown.
However, NetraAI is completely equipped with a lot of high-tech features that would take a lot more time to show, and therefore I would request you to visit the documentation to know more about all the other features that NetraAI offers.